disconnect between the world that Veilguard inhabits and the tone in which it's conveyed. What I mean by this is Dragon Age is a
Damn, I used the
real
wrong
fantasy
thing.
with 2024 copy slang and language that is almost instantly immersion breaking whenever you hear it.
Send you to the next world with this. Ultra Big Bang.
Oh,
Companions in
I
Dragon
wonder how
Age
this
have
gonna
always
go.
been one of the highlights, and I've honest, it's been one of BioWare's biggest strengths over the years, not only in this
Oh,
franchise,
really?
but also with Mass Effect.
Oh,
However, in Veilguard, it was extremely difficult
that's
to
fucked
establish
up.
a personal connection with them
Oh,
because of the way they were
Apex
written.
tripping. I
That's
mean,
not to say there were no
Grandma's he
moments I
tripping
didn't
now, bro.
enjoy because there were. It's just that these were
That's how
Wow.
Devontae did me, but
the
with
level
Beerus.
of character
That
depth or
Beerus made
development
more
for
sense
companions
than
led to
that
me not
shit.
really caring what happened to them or what choices I made with them.
Yeah,
Choices,
they
by the way, that
tripping.
seem to be rewritten without
I
much
give you
in the
that
grand scheme of
dub.
things after having seen all
Hell
of the endings
no,
myself.
cause shit.
Narrative and writing aside, the core of any game is its
That should have been
gameplay
your
loop, which is
dub,
the
not
combination of
mine.
mechanics, combat, character progression, and other systems.
I
Here
had
is
to
where I
clip
enjoy
that
Dragon Age
shit.
Veilguard the most out of every other aspect,
Hell
which is something
no.
that we mentioned in our hands-on preview.
They
My
gave that
damn.
shit to Bardock.
The combat of Veilguard appeared to have a very solid foundation with large skill trees that allow for varied playstyles, dynamic movement, and functions for the player character, and loot systems that do and can enhance and strengthen builds. I found myself looking forward to combat in the Veilguard even with its other issues, and it quickly became the strongest aspect of the title aside from its stunning landscapes and the performance of the game as a whole. Unfortunately, the further I progressed into the Veilguard, the more I started to realize that combat, while flashy and fun, which it was, had very little depth with the banal enemy design that were repeated over and over. Most enemies and bosses were just copies of others I'd already fought, and most would just do one or two attacks or stand there and do nothing. A lot of this is hidden behind the number of enemies that the Veilguard throws at you at once and behind phenomenal class abilities that are over the top satisfying and feel great, so
That
that you
might
can
actually hit
actually
me.
see with your eyes what the enemies are doing in a
Cause I
very
was powering
smoke
up.
and mirrors type of way. Eventually, this did begin to wear on me as a combat enthusiast and someone who loves to tinker with
Well, that's kind of cold,
styles, and I
though.
began to think my time engaging in this tinkering of sorts, which I did enjoy immensely to that point, was wasted because I was not being challenged by interesting enemies. Leveling up in Dragon Age Veilguard entails moving skill points into your skill tree, but it seems like you have no other real customization of your character beyond the equipment you decide to use. This streamlining is nice for those looking for a repeated lane experience, but will likely not satisfy many fans. Itemization is a bit of a sore point for me in this title as well because you're not really
Ah, I missed it.
exploration, and at the same time, all you feel like you're doing is looting. There is so much loot in Veilguard that you have to constantly stop to pick it all up, and while most of it is just currency or crafting materials, those with OCD or FOMO
Yeah,
like
Bardock
me
kinda
feel
cold.
obligated to do so, which becomes frustrating or rarely
I see why them nigga pros using his
Exploration of the game
ass.
world